Hello, I am roaringbug, and welcome to my Sims 4 speed build. Today I am making a white family house. So if you like my video, please like, subscribe, or leave me a comment. And if you'd like to reach me, you can at my various social media platforms in the video description. And if you want this build, you can get it off the gallery. The build is the same name as this video, and you can find it at roaringbug, all one word. So with that out of the way, I can start talking about the build. So this build is a departure from my builds of just making base game only houses. This build has a lot of packs, no CC. So if you own quite a few packs, this is a very nice house for you to have. If you only have base game or a limited number of packs, then if you want, you can look through my past videos of just my base game only Victorian houses. I think I have a couple of regular family houses too, especially more on the gallery. I tend to build faster than I can edit videos, so you're more than welcome to look through my past builds. I have about 400 builds posted on the gallery, so you can go through them and see if there's anything that you like. So this particular build, I only had that one picture, and it's a little grainy, so it really isn't that great of a picture, but there were some elements that I really liked about the house, namely that it had this dormer on the side that you just saw me put a window on, and it has two entranceways, which I think is pretty interesting that it has these two entranceways. So it has an entranceway where the porch is in the front, and it also has an entranceway on the side on that bump out. Because I don't have a picture of the back of the build, I'm making up what I think the back should look like. Frankly, I feel like I'm making it a lot more complicated than I have to, because I'm trying to recreate this barn-shaped roof piece in the back to mirror the front, just because I thought it would look a little bit more interesting. And you're seeing some of the trial and error that I went through. Like, I thought I would do more of a porch in the back, but then I realized some of the porch is actually stuck underneath the main build of the house. So then I was like, I should take it back. I would have edited out, but I thought I would just leave in the struggles I went through trying to figure out the roofing of this house. So I went a little bit back and forth on this. Also, I feel like I overcomplicated how many roof pieces I actually needed, but I was trying to make it look nice, which is always kind of hard because I'm kind of feeling my way around on how to make it look nice, just because, like I said, I'm just working off that one grainy picture, and I'm trying to make it look like it. So first I tried doing this little porch thing here on the side, because that side bump out is more or less just going to be like a little boot room. That little area will come back to haunt me later on. So yeah, I did this little porchy thing here, but later on that changes. I did a really nice thing. I actually used a base game open arch window. Usually you would just use those windows for like in a desert environment, like in Oasis Springs. Oh, and I'm using these shutters from the horse pack, and I thought that was a nice little touch. Also, this house has like a nautic, like coastal vibe, but it also has like a I don't know, kind of farmy, kind of coastal-y kind of vibes with this house. And I decided to put like these normal arches from Cats and Dogs, but later on it changes. So this is when I added another little porch in the back here. And now I'm just carrying over the windows from the front into the back. And using more of those nice little shutters. And again, this house is just going to be white, so I have this nice white siding, and I'm just going to cover the entire house in it. So what I really liked is actually the red door. I thought that was a very realistic touch to this house. So I just put the red door, well, the red door swaps. It becomes the color of the door on the porch side instead of the side area, but I didn't get there yet. So I didn't make this house too high when I raised it up. I think I just raised it up 3 steps. And for some reason when you put stairs, it always messes around with doors. I don't really know why it does that in The Sims, but it does that a lot. So I just put brick on the porch area, and I put a slidey door, and I just put one of these rounded windows off to the side, and this is when I used that base game archway window, because I feel like it carries over the fact that there's a railing in the front of the house. And I used this debug fence because I thought it looked nice. Also, you can move it towards the very edge of the lot, and you can't do that with a normal fence. But I felt like that was a little too much, so I kind of moved it over. And now I'm just doing the landscaping in the front of the build. You kind of saw like an obvious jump here because I actually went through quite a lot of different versions of this landscaping, but I thought this was the nicest. I'm not going to claim to be the greatest landscaper, but I thought this turned out very nice and realistic. And, you know, just a plant box and a car and a couple of bushes here and there. And some terrain paint. And I think this is more or less what the front ends up looking like. And a mailbox. And some lighting that I tested. Okay, so now I'm on to the back of the house. So yeah, it's like I said, it's just a boot room. I mean, it's interesting. I mean, it's different from other designs that I've done of houses. I really should step up my game on how I do backyards, because I feel like I can make nicer looking backyards if I did a little bit more manipulation with platforms. But this backyard is pretty normal. It's just a pool, a tree, and some patio furniture. Frankly, it's more than I think most people can say that they have in their backyard, but you know, I thought it looked very nice. I just kept it very normal. Just like I said, patio furniture and a barbecue. I think that's the only kind of things I put out in this backyard. But I like it. It has that little bit of realism that sometimes you can't really achieve in The Sims, but I thought it looked good. Oh, and I put these little shutters here just because I thought they look nice. And I wanted it in the front too, because I realize, you know, sometimes it's a little too white. So I just did some light terrain paint and a little bit of detailing, and now I'm into the interior. So a lot of struggles with the stairs, but I cut that out. This is what the stairs ends up being, because I wanted the downstairs to be very flowy. So, you know, this green room, that's going to be the living room. Even though I tiled that will eventually be the room opposite the living room is going to be a skill building room, and the room in the back closest to the backyard is going to be a kitchen. And I wanted to put at least one full bathroom on the first floor, so I stuck it in this area here where the where the living room is. So this house is more like modern, like an older modern style house, maybe a little mid-century, because I used a lot of mid-century furniture in this house. And I made it green because I thought I should pick a theme color, so I just made everything green. And I alt-placed this rug just so that I could move it in a unique position. And I really like those curtains. I think those are from Seasons. Usually I don't really think about curtains because your Sims don't really care about curtains, but I thought those curtains look pretty nice. Another good pair of curtains is actually the Desert Luxe kit. Those are very nice curtains. And I wanted to stick this fireplace here, so I thought it fit in this skill building room because, you know, I think your sim is probably going to end up spending the most time in the skill building room. And I put this avocado shaped rug in this skill building room just to break up the monotony of this room. Frankly, I would really like it if the game had more irregular shaped rugs that look like that. You know, when you have like these traditional shaped rugs, it doesn't really lend itself very well to modern builds or modern interiors, and I would really like it if they just made funky looking rugs. I know that's a weird ask, but I would really like an unusually shaped rug like the avocado rug. But yeah, in the skill building room, I even put a karaoke machine, which is something I don't normally put in a build. And I use these smaller windows that I use for the dormers in the kitchen here, just because the windows were too big and I couldn't put any upper cabinets. So I had to go for smaller windows. So you're gonna see like I just put a bunch of cabinets in this room. And I thought the green was good. I mean, another thing about The Sims is that the upper cabinets never really match the bottom cabinets, which is kind of unusual. I feel like I don't feel like it's such a big ask to have everything match, but you know, there's only a handful of cabinets that actually match with bottom cabinets. And but I like this tile. This tile is from Growing Together. And I put these stairs here, but the roof pieces were clipping into it, and I had to like basically shove everything out of where the stairwell is. So what you're seeing is just me moving all the roof pieces out of the way just so I can make it look good. So I always have a hard time figuring out space, so I always like putting down a random bed, a double bed, a full bed I mean, just so that I can figure out if a bed can fit in our space. So even though this second floor is kind of irregular, I was able to fit 3 bedrooms and 1.5 bathrooms. And I feel like that's pretty impressive because I didn't think I would be able to fit that much in this upstairs, but I was able to. And I had a hard time with some of these roof pieces because when a roof piece starts going into a wall, sometimes you're not going to see your wallpaper. You're just going to see the wallpaper of the roof piece. And I was having that problem, but you know, I got around it by just duplicating roof pieces and just putting them together. So one side would show the interior wallpaper, and I had one roof piece show the exterior wallpaper. But now you're just seeing how I'm furnishing these bedrooms. Like, again, I'm going with the theme color green, so everything is going to be a color, a shade of green. That's on purpose. So this bedroom, I was like, I think it makes sense to put the infant toddler room closest to the parents' bedroom. So I put this kid bedroom here, and I feel like I kind of make my kid bedrooms all look kind of the same, but you know, I use some of the decals from wall decals from the Growing Together pack, and I really love the dinosaur rug for kids. I feel like that is like my new favorite rug for kids. Frankly, I wish that when you size things up and down with the key commands, they would have some kind of size that's in between, because sometimes it goes from like small to like really big and nothing in the middle. And you know, I guess I could get around it if I had the tool mod, but I don't have the tool mod installed in my game. So I'm basically sizing things up and down as you can just with the key commands in the game. And you know, this parents' room, I just want it to be a very calm, peaceful little bedroom. And this little dormer space ends up being the half bathroom, because I figure the parents can have a little bit of luxury. They can have their own private little bathroom. It doesn't have a shower, but I feel like it doesn't really need it. Maybe I could have put it in the hall in that other dormer, but that's kind of a lot of finagling. So in this kitchen, I just put a little bit more appliances, and I put some furniture in this boot room area. And I think the last item I put down is this workbench. Oh, and yeah, that's the wall not showing right, so I just put another roof piece. So, thank you for watching. Bye.